Welcome to the Church Communications Podcast. I'm Katie Allred.
And I'm Kenny Jahng.
We want to help you become a better church communicator.
And this is the place we're going to talk about strategies and best practices for your church.
Let's get started.
And we're live. I love the fact that I've controlled the record button. My conversation partner, Seth Muse, is looking at the camera a little bit bewildered and like a deer in the headlights. Seth Muse, how you doing?
I'm good.
Hey, before we get started, I just wanted to call out to the audience that you have a silky smooth voice. What type of microphone are you using for this endeavor?
Well, Kenny, this is a Shure SM7B microphone that you can pick up on Amazon anytime, anywhere. It is a standard radio microphone.
It is actually a decent quality microphone. I think that's why your voice and mine, I sound like I'm broadcasting from the bottom of a Pringles can sometimes. And yours is silky smooth and clean.
I also have, you can't see it, but right in front of me, I have three acoustic panels right in front of me that are really small, where my voice hits it and hopefully doesn't bounce back at me off the hard wall that's there.
Gotcha.
As well.
So you've thought about the entire environmental experience of broadcast.
Yeah, I'm trying not to pick up the room. Of course, the air conditioner's on. People like to mow at all hours of the day. And then there's some really kind dogs that like to talk to each other across the backyard over and over.
They found the conversation partners.
Like, hey, I'm a dog. Well, I'm a dog too. Yeah. Hey, we're dogs. Aren't we dogs together? Isn't it great to be dogs? Yeah. So annoying.
That's hilarious. So we're broadcasting this on Zoom right now. And the question is this something that we can actually go live at the same time and record? So we're going to test that out. I'm going to take the Zoom feature. A lot of people don't know, Seth, that using Zoom, you can push your live stream out to Facebook Live.
I did not know that.
You learn something new every day, Seth. Learn something new every day.
Did you know that you can actually use Zoom to do the call-in thing for like people that don't have the internet and play audio just from your computer to it as well?
Really?
So if you have a pre-recorded sermon you want to play at 10 a.m. on Sunday for people to call in, you go to share your screen and there's an option to share computer audio only. And they can call the same number like you would a regular Zoom meeting and punch in the little code, and then you play it at the right time. You have to manually play it, but you play it and it goes, and they can listen to the sermon.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I learn something new every day. So I love that idea. That's actually a very practical, tactical idea. So I'm pushing this out to Facebook, and so we should be live right now here in the Church Communications Facebook. If you are joining us online on Facebook, do us a favor and let us know that you can actually see and hear and experience the goodness of Seth Muse, his silky smooth voice with his, is it called an analog mic? I don't know what the proper term is.
Yeah, it's an analog close talk microphone. It's not a condenser. It plugs in with the standard microphone cable to my digital interface, which is a PreSonus Audio Box i2.
So as we are nerding out, we are testing out a bunch of different things, which is what everyone should be doing during this period of COVID-19, and that is trying to test out different type of technologies, because there are so many different options out there, and the quicker you are able to find the thing that works for your workflow, your team, your environment, the better it's going to be. Yep. We are testing out Zoom, video conferencing with recording this for our podcast, as well as sharing this on Facebook Live in real time. And so one of the things I did want to hop on, Seth, is because we have something in April that we have something to share about. And I wonder if we can actually do this even on Zoom, which should be the case, where I should be able to share my screen, right? Online.
So.
Let me see if this actually shows up. So we're sharing our screen right now for our browser, and then on Facebook on our live stream, it works as well. So this is something that all church leaders can be using proactively for your own community, right? And so hopefully you'll take advantage of something like this. So the page that we're looking at, the URL is www.theinstasummit.com.
Yeah, baby.
www.theinstasummit.com. Seth, why don't you read the headline and just share with us what we are looking at?
Master Instagram and connect with your community. It is a Insta Summit that is all online, so it is coronavirus free in area. You cannot risk getting coronavirus by coming to this summit. It is all online, and it is to help you and your church master Instagram, which a lot of us need to do now that we are trying to leverage all these different outlets and platforms. And what I love most about Instagram is that it is probably one of the best organic reach tools on social media right now that you can do if you don't have, paid ads going and stuff like that. So just lots and lots of power. This is a free summit. It's only $97 to get the on demand, which we're calling a later pass. So you can check that out. It's going to be a really great summit, man. We've got some great speakers. People like Trey Van Camp are going to be there. Haley Vaturis is going to be there. There you go. Let's take a look at the speaker, Bo Coffrin. And I'm really excited. Jonathan Malm. And then Clark Campbell is from Reverb Agency. They do like huge events. They just did their own summit too recently about how to capture live events. It was really, really great. They kind of worked through LinkedIn to do that.
Yeah, real-time summit, right?
Real-time summit. That's what it was. It was awesome. Really, really great. Joanna LaFleur is going to be there. She has a show in the group. And then you see like Justin Brackett there, Megan, Dustin. I mean, just lots of really great speakers that are bringing some super value to us about.
Tell us about this row of speakers, Seth. Taylor, Anthony,
okay,
and Kyle.
Yeah, Taylor's from Granger Community Church, and that's where Kim Meyer works. So, less chaos, less noise, that same church. Taylor is their social media person there now, and she is killing it. Anthony's at Auburn Community Church, which we recently featured in some of our Instagram highlights for churches doing well. And he's
stuff going on there.
I think he's the communications director or media director, but he owns the Instagram area there. And then Joanna is Word Made Digital, and I'm pretty sure she hosts the Future Church podcast, right? She co-hosts that?
Yes, she does with James Adams. And then she's actually hosting our Facebook Live show every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, called the Reach and Teach Show. It's all about discipleship and evangelism online. So every day this week, if you guys are not picking this up, we've got live shows every single day inside the church communications group. She kicks off the week on Mondays at 2 p.m. with the Reach and Teach show. Tuesdays, we've got our podcast recast. Things like this get broadcast there. Wednesdays is our Wednesday webinar Wednesdays, where we bring different speakers and content and our partners to bring in and teach stuff. Thursdays is your show called the Insta Good Show with Seth Muse. Tell us what happens on the Insta Good Show. Thursdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central.
Man, first, we have a ton of fun. This past week's show was really fun, sharing some things I found across the internet that, because we just needed a break, man. Everything is so serious right now.
Yes.
So I talk about tips and tricks on Instagram, how your church can maximize different things that Instagram can do. It's content ideas. It could be news, things coming up, new features that you can make use of, and just really, really a deep dive into Instagram. It's pretty detailed as well. We don't just talk about theory. We talk about how-to practical stuff, and we typically will highlight some churches, Instagram account. This past week, we were trying to have some fun, so we highlighted the Worship Fails Instagram account, which was really fun, where a drummer got attacked by a tree for a good solid 2 minutes. And
yes, that was a great video.
So
yes. So that's every Thursday afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. Also, you can search our group for those videos, the Insta Church.
Yeah. And if you search that hashtag,
the Insta Good Show.
Yeah, if you just search the hashtag InstaGood, you'll find it. All the shows have that in the title, so it'll bring them up real quick.
Great. And then Friday, we've got the YouTube Your Church show. Saturdays, we are launching a news roundup show with Nachi Lazarus teleporting in from India. And we're going to launch a bunch of other shows. Kyle Draper is one of the talks that we're going to have at the InstaSummit, coming back to the InstaSummit. Tell us a little bit about Kyle Draper.
Well, Kyle and I used to work together at a church long way back when, big church here in Dallas, and he's long since left that world and gone into like coaching businesses on how to market and sell on Instagram. And he basically speaks like almost every day to somebody. Just a really smart dude, knows how to get people to take actions on Instagram. And so he's gonna hit that really, really hard. And then this round is, I mean, this row has got some great people too. Rob Lauder, obviously, going to talk about some apps that can help you with your, photos on your phone to really get the most out of your phone when you're using Instagram in a pinch. And Amy is from Fishhook. We all know Fishhook and love Fishhook. She's going to talk about influencer marketing a little bit. That's going to be really, really cool. And then Aaron Roundtree is from Vive Media. These guys have been killing it on Instagram recently. They're going to talk about how they're using some of the platform to create really great, experiences and relationships. But they do the microblog thing really well. So that's going to be what they're into. And then Takinda has her own media agency. She runs Instagram for companies, and it's just a really brilliant mind about like how to get the most out of Instagram. This row right here is really great. Nachi's
the one I was mentioning. He's going to have a news roundup show of the week for social media every Saturday. Great guy. Just presented with him at the National Religious Broadcasters Convention. He's going to have a lot to teach.
And that dude, oh my gosh, if you don't know him, go follow him for real. He is a practical mind, if I've ever seen one, about how to make things work well. And then Kelsey is an influencer who runs podcasts and does a lot of other influencer marketing, but I've already actually recorded her session. We did a little interview for her session, and she's talking about branding. And let me tell you, man, that session is going to change your mind about how you're really using your Instagram account. It's amazing. She's awesome. And then Jason used to work for AT&T. He's now iChurch Method, and just has a brilliant mindset for making technology work for you and setting goals. And I can't wait to hear him. And then Tessa is actually speaking with Clark. They're doing a co-session together from Reverb Agency. Brichelle is an influencer here in Frisco that I know, that I asked her to come in and talk. One she's doing right now is she made the news this past week for getting businesses support. She's been doing movie nights and game nights and all kinds of great stuff with her Instagram account that has got people, buying gift cards for businesses and helping, small businesses out. She's really good at getting people to, rally around ideas. And so she's going to talk about influencer marketing, how to work with people like her, and how to set that kind of relationship up and what you can get out of it for your church. Because she also is I think she's still doing it, but she's a social media director at a large church here in Frisco. And so she handles their social as well. And just really, really smart. And then Justin Brackett's in the group saying hi. Justin's going to be there. He's at one of the largest churches in America running social media communications, and just an all around incredible guy that knows a little bit of everything about everything. So can't wait to hear him talk. And Dustin Stout used to run social and stuff for Michael Hyatt, and dude, it's a bunch of heavy hitters. And of course, Kenny Jahng and Katie Allred are going to be there, dropping some serious wisdom bombs on everybody, and I can't wait to hear that.
I'm just here for the comic relief. Hey, so this is going to be amazing. It's April 27th, 28th, 29th, April 27th, 28th, 29th, completely online, travel free, budget free. There is absolutely no reason you should not head over to theinstasummit.com and sign up for a free ticket right now. One of the things we are promising is we're going to try to help you uncomplicate Instagram. We're going to talk about using stories to drive meaningful content and connections. We're going to introduce your community to your church through some of the tactics and strategies that you're going to learn from here. And we're going to help you create content that engages and inspires, right? Those are the types of things that we really want to, we're curating this panel of speakers to do that. And we're going to have some of them really focus in on what is the needs of the day. And that is in the context of coronavirus, COVID-19, what are we doing? And even looking just a step ahead, what do we do when we return? How do you make that transition, or what's going on, and all of those kind of things? We are challenging our roster of speakers to think through that so that you have something to grasp onto, react to, and make it your own. Right, Seth?
Absolutely. And it's a looking forward. Like, we know that this type of thing we're going through right now is not going to last forever, hopefully, but it is going to be a while. So what do you do in the meantime? And even when we do come back, it's not going to be like it was completely. There's going to be some changes. And so looking ahead to how are we going to leverage our platforms, I think that when we come back, especially, I think that there's going to, that gap that I felt was starting to widen between church leadership, pastors, ministers, and the communication culture we've created here, and those that are in that professional position has been closed a lot through this whole thing. And that's honestly, if you're looking for a silver lining, that's one of the positives that's come out of this, is that the church has started to understand, wow, if all we have is social media, look at all these things we can do. And I don't think when we go back, I don't think people who are in your church are going to go, okay, now that we're back, we don't need all that. I think they're going to go, why aren't we doing that still? That was great. Let's keep doing it. And I think there's going to be a lot more, what's the word I'm looking, collaboration when it comes to, reaching people digitally. And I'm excited about that. I hope that's the case for you and your church. I think that's an exciting future forecast that could be coming up for the church when we get on the other side of the COVID-19 crisis that we really are in. So I'm pumped about that. And I think this summit can really help springboard you into that quickly when you get back.
Absolutely. And, one of the things that I keep on saying to all the groups that I'm speaking to this week is you have to remember that everyone is making it up right now. Everyone's making it up. And one of the best ways for you to figure out the best way you need to proceed with your community, with your channel, with your tribe, is to take a look around and get some input as to what everyone else is trying. We are in a culture of innovation right now. Some of the things are going to work, some of them are not. The way to get 1 or 2 steps ahead is to share the information. And that's what we've asked all of our speakers to do. Share what's working for them right now so that they can share with you, not everything from practical Rob Lauder with what apps you should be looking to use as tools, because I don't know about you, Seth, but I've heard from at least half a dozen people that they've worked more this past month, this last 4 weeks, than they did in the last, 10 months combined, basically, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're working
nonstop,
all night.
So practical tools that you need to do that are vetted and have been tested out, and to strategies, to content, to all this type of stuff that you need to think about now and the next step forward. So the InstaSummit.com, completely free ticket. Pick it up now. Share it with your peers, your team members, etc. Just want to hop on here and highlight this one resource that we're putting together. We're going to have a bunch of other drill down topical summits coming up for you, but this is one that I just wanted to put on everyone's calendar radar. April 27, April 28, April 29. That sounds like is eons away because we are living through dog years right now.
Yeah, but it's quick. It's coming soon. So
soon. You're going to want this resource, and it's actually probably going to be a good break for you to just get away from your normal workflow and routine, and just sit back and learn and absorb and grow for a little bit. This is one of the reasons why we're trying to pull this resource together. So Seth, thank you so much for hopping on and sharing this with us. And then let's just give them a tease. Do you have plans for next week's Insta Good show, the Insta Good show on Thursdays?
Man, I don't have that in front of me, so I don't know yet. But I'll tell you what, we're going to talk about Instagram. We're going to help you with some resources. We're going to help you dive deep into some of the features that it can do. I would love to interview someone next week, if I could, that is doing it really well at their church. So if that's you, direct message me, and I would love to record a video with you this week to play where we can talk through how you're using Instagram at your church. I would love to get with you and see what you're doing there in the trenches and kind of go through what's going well. Even if you aren't like a huge account or you don't have a bunch of followers, like if you feel like your Instagram is really killing it, hit me up, give me a private message, and let's talk and see if we can help other people learn how it's working for you.
And we're giving away a couple of fun things. So you need to sign up to win it, in it to win it. Go get your free registration ticket. We show this. This is, if you've got your AirPods, we got a nice little AirPod case.
Oh, that's awesome.
AirPod case to give away. But you need to sign up. So sign up. We're going to be giving this out, I think, next week to somebody. It actually comes with a little, what do you call it, carabiner that you can sign?
Yeah, carabiner. Nice.
But I thought this was cute. You put your Instagram AirPod in there. Kind of like this, I have a leather case for mine. This is like the fancy, right?
Fancy leather case.
But yes, we have, my kids have a bubble tea version. But anyway, this is up for grabs. So the way to get it is sign up for your free ticket. It doesn't cost you a single thing. Go to theinstasummit.com. Sign up, and you have a chance to win one of these fun gizmos, AirPod case covers.
Yeah.
Thanks, Seth, for hanging out. We'll see you in the group, and definitely next Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern at the Insta Good Show.
Do it. See you there.
See you there. Okay, that's the end of the stream. We're going to cap out this podcast episode. One of the things that we love sharing with you guys are resources and things that we're learning. I just encourage you to go to our blog, thechurchcommunications.com/blog. There are actually a couple of articles that are sharing things like this, using Zoom to record, using Zoom to go to Facebook Live. You can actually go to YouTube Live as well. There's live streaming tips articles. I just recently did a video going through 5 free alternatives to Zoom. So those are the types of resources that you can find on our email list. Sign up for the churchcommunications.com email list, as well as go look at the blog. That's the latest resource that I would like to point out to you. So thanks, Seth, for hanging out. We'll check everybody out here on the next episode of the Church Communications Podcast. Hopefully, it will be a rebuttal to a rebuttal.
Yeah.
Take care, folks. Remember, be social, stay social.